Jambo, Karibu Kenya means hello, welcome to Kenya. Right after our MBA International Business Study trip in Nairobi, a few of us went on a safari to the Maasai Mara. It was a 6-hour drive in a 4x4, and we had a couple stops on the way, including this store that felt very much like a tourist trap. There were 10 of us in this particular tour, but there were other groups of MBAs going with different companies, all with a pretty similar package. Our resort was inside the national park, and the first thing we did when we arrived was have some food, which was pretty good. The resort itself was alright. It looked better than it was. It was the small details and the quality of the appliances. There was a big pool that I got to try the next day, as well as a shared lounge with a pool table and a ping pong table, as well as a gym with a lot of broken equipment. On that first day, we had an afternoon safari. It was raining a lot, so we went straight to find the lions, Simba in Swahili. And there he was, at the top of the rock, just like in the movie. We also bumped into our Japanese classmates who went with different tour. They paid a lot less than us, so make sure you find a good deal. All the tours are pretty much the same, and you see the same animals. Just make sure it's a reputable company. Seeing the lion so close with my window down was really scary. I stopped recording at one point because it got too close. There are 2 lions there, and we were told they're brothers, like Mufasa and Scar. We then went back to the buffet, which was pretty good again, and played some pool and ping pong to end the day. There's my friends Samuel and Miguel there, and that's me with my double-handed technique. Oh yeah. We had an early start the next day for a full day of safari, and we saw pretty much every animal, like giraffes, gazelles, a vulture getting ready to eat a carcass waiting for us to leave, a herd of elephants that got a bit too close to us. And by the way, all the tour guys talk to each other on the walkie-talkie, so if someone finds something, everyone goes. That's how we found this lion with a freshly killed buffalo, and the lionesses were napping on the rocks while the male ate. We caught a glimpse of a very hard to find leopard, and had to stop the car to let the wildebeest cross the road. We had a lunch picnic on the top of a hill where they could make sure we could eat without becoming someone else's food. And then we went to the border between Kenya and Tanzania, where we saw hippos and crocodiles. This is also where the famous wildebeest river crossings happen, but we just missed it. You can spot a hippo on the opposite shore and a crocodile on the bottom right. We had to be guided by soldiers for this part, who were probably just looking for a quick tip. Then we went around and found some more lions and got really close, and that was pretty much it for the safari. All in all, an amazing experience. I think I'll come back one day when I have kids. But wait, I haven't finished yet. We went all the way back to Nairobi, where we had one more night before flying back. I stayed with Michael in this very nice 2-bedroom apartment next to Movenpick, the hotel we had stayed in the week before. There was a rooftop pool that I got to try later. We went to the nearby shopping mall to explore, and honestly, it was like any other shopping mall. Nothing special. We found a nice cafe, grabbed a quick bite, and then we just headed back. Michael and I managed to get a quick gym session in at the rooftop gym, which was empty at the time. Later at night, we went to Chinatown, which was a gated and guarded alley full of Chinese businesses. They even had a karaoke. We had one last dinner with all the remaining MBAs in Nairobi. On our last day, Michael and I had run out of things to do, so we went on a city tour. I'd recommend it only if you don't have anything else to do. I kinda found it interesting. Nairobi reminds me of my parents' hometown in Wenzhou, China, maybe around 20 to 25 years ago. An up-and-coming city in an up-and-coming country. And we chose ramen for our last meal before leaving Kenya. What a great trip. Let me leave you with a Hakuna Matata, qué bonito es vivir. See ya.